Hello everybody and welcome back to the Atari Guide. It's been a while since I've done a video. In fact, I've recorded a video a while back and I have yet to edit it, so I will edit that one and upload this one after I edit this one. And today we're going to be taking a look at one of the most interesting pieces of technology, at least I think. This is one of the most interesting things I have in my collection, so we're going to take a look at here today. First off, there's some paperwork with this. I don't know exactly what's in here. So there's 4 DVD-Rs with, I don't know, recovery stuff, photos, who knows, telephone numbers, Windows Live, that's not very useful anymore. Retain for future reference, limited warranty and technical support, using parental controls. And assuming, yeah, this is French on the back. Tune in. So that's interesting. We'll also have to see what's on there. Accessories. Let's see, is there anything here on the back for us to look at? So, docking solutions, TV tuners, webcams, servers, flash drives, media drives, using Blu-ray disc drives, interesting. Oh, Blu-ray, not Bluetooth, Blu-ray. And then finally, here's the actual instructions. So this is an HP laptop, and we will be taking a look for as Windows 7 in the manual, but this thing is running Windows 8, so we'll just move this off to the side, and here's the actual laptop. So the first thing I noticed with this thing is that this thing is huge, and it's pretty thick for a laptop. So if we take a look at it, I'll open it up here, it's a standard looking HP laptop, but the thing that surprised me was this hinge. Something didn't look right about it, and I'm thinking, oh, well, this is something you turn, so maybe you turn it, and I turn it, and nothing happens. So I keep looking at it, and I keep thinking, well, this is a power button, and I keep flicking the switch, and nothing happens. Finally, I screw around with it, and I look at the bottom. This thing converts to be a tablet, and the top comes off, and the keyboard and everything else separates. And there is a power plug here, and a power plug on the actual, like, gray thing here. There's a power plug on the back, and then there's a power plug on this actual monitor, and a headphone jack, an SD card slot, and there's 2 USB, 1 HDMI on the back, and then an SD card, full-size SD card here, mini-size SD card here. So, this thing is currently running Windows 8.1, and I don't know what this is. Probably should remove that. But this thing is running Windows 8.1, but even more interesting, and why I want to take a look at this on video before I do anything else, like reset it or whatever, this thing is stuck on 2017. So there's some interesting things on here that you won't find on a laptop that's connected to the internet and is updated. So let's take a look at that, and we'll be right there. Okay, so the power plug power button is actually on the top here, because again, this thing is designed, it can stand on its own. So the first time I plugged this thing on, it had a CMOS error, which is to be expected, and this thing is pretty slow, so my assumption is that this probably doesn't have an SSD, or maybe it does. Maybe it was just slow on the first boot, because again, this thing hasn't been powered on since 2017. So this was my grandmother's laptop, and okay, so maybe this thing does have an SSD. So we're going to go right up to the desktop, and so a couple things I noticed about this when I booted it on. First of all, when I booted it for the first time, it went straight to here. But the next thing I noticed was right here in the corner. Oh, it's gone. There was an upgrade to Windows 10 icon here. And that's something I haven't seen in forever, because Windows 10, again, has been, well, by now it's actually it's going to be out of service. So let's see, Windows 10, if we search here, will it give us the upgrade to Windows 10 option? Yeah, I started playing with it, and I guess now it's gone, so I shouldn't have. I don't want to power this thing on without looking at it first, but let's see if Windows Update will show us upgrade to Windows 10. yeah, you're automatically up to date. Or I don't probably won't give us much, but yeah. So, all right, let's go back to the desktop. That's unfortunate. Skype here. Skype no longer exists, and besides that, this is a really old version of Skype. So let's see about Skype. Copyright 2014. So this again, and the date down here is December 4th of 2017. And this is a 2014 version of Skype. It doesn't close, it's just down here. So Skype doesn't even exist anymore. Geek Squad support, I believe, I know what Geek Squad support, okay, so this is, call, contact an agent, or find a store. Okay, here, Amazon isn't an app. I was really hoping to show you the Windows, oh wait, no, it's back. It's back there. So yeah, get Windows 10, here we go. First, let's look at Get Windows 10, and then we'll look at Amazon. Get Windows 10. There we go. Here it is. This isn't what I remember. I remember Windows 10. It would have the video it would play, and I remember the video because I remember the music in it. I had played it so much when I used to have it on my laptop, and I had Windows 7, granted. So, how to get Windows 10. Reserve your copy, install, and enjoy Windows 10 for free. It has thing down there. Familiar and easy, designed for speed, amazing new features, and Windows 10 is completely different. Cortana Edge, and great ways to stay organized, built-in photos, maps, and music. Games and entertainment, yeah. Windows 10 looks completely different now, and now we don't even have Windows 10, we're on Windows 11. I wonder if this thing can run Windows 11. Check your PC. This PC meets system requirements. Touchscreen, yes, this is a touchscreen, again, because it is a tablet, you can touchscreen, and then there's this Windows button down here. It's a physical button you click in. Hypothetically, you click it, and it'll open the start menu. View confirmation. Your upgrade is reserved. There's nothing you need to do right now. You'll get a notification on your PC or tablet when Windows 10 is ready to install. Yeah, so there we go, some pop-up. Let's cancel the reservation. Cancel the reservation. Reservation is canceled. Yeah, I wonder what would happen if we actually did have that reservation on here. Check your PC, reserve your update, get help. So, I doubt it'll do anything, but, I mean, maybe it'll upgrade to Windows 10. I doubt it. It'll be fun to look at the first version, like the one right from 2015. Chrome, the old Chrome logo, and this is a really old version of Chrome. As you see, we're not going to get much in terms of the internet. We can probably see settings, not signed into Chrome, new tab, homepage. Yeah, you can see it's the old Chrome because it's got the blue on the top. About Chrome. This is Chrome, copyright 2017, Google Incorporated. This is version 59.0.3071.115, or 115, yeah, 115. Official build 64-bit. So, if you know, I don't know what version of Chrome we're on right now. I could look behind me on my Windows 11 computer. But I do have Windows 8.1 on my other computer back there, and I don't know what version of Chrome that's running. Anyways, Google, Skype, we looked at Google. That'll just be a link to the online AVG. Evernote, I started to look at this, and it was running an install, and I didn't want to install it, so I'll install it and run it here. So, we'll look at that. Connected Music, this is, I think that was in the guide up there, so I don't necessarily know what it does. Again, I only did a little glimpse before I turned this thing on for this video, so let's take a look at Connected Music. Oh, here's the end-user license agreement, Evernote. I think I know what this is. I think can't connect to the server. Yeah, so we're not going to be able to get to do anything. So here's the HP Connected Music. And yes, I will connect this thing up to the internet, although I couldn't find any music. TuneIn Radio looks like you're offline. Yeah, so we'll go back to the desktop, and we'll look at Connected Photo. And that's Snapfish, which is a program up there if you saw it too. And so I think it's just the same thing. So you can import photos and what have you. And that's just the same as the Snapfish up here. Or no, it's not. Snapfish opens up to a website, which of course we're not going to get. Pinger. I'm not quite sure what this is. And when I ran it before, yeah, we got here. I agree. I'm not quite sure what this is. My assumption would be, yeah, it's some kind of, yeah, you can text with it. I've been using a MacBook more recently, so you can text right from a MacBook if you've got an Apple phone. Acrobat Reader, DC. It does work. It was able to open PDFs before, so I don't know what its problem is. And then Cozy Family Calendar. This is an app I had at one point on my iPhone when I would just play around with it, but yeah, I can't connect to the web service. I don't even know if it exists anymore. But there is some more fun things that I didn't necessarily look at. So, of course, OneNote, Internet Explorer. OneNote comes by default on the computers, so there's not much. Let's get started. I have used OneNote before, and it's not going to work here. Camera. I'm not going to open up the camera. Photos and stuff like that. Again, there's not much here to show you. So, and the weather, calendar, sports, money, none of that's actually going to work, obviously, because we need an internet connection. We need it. I don't know why, it's just like, it's being weird now. So, Microsoft Office, let's open up Microsoft Office. Let's see. Buy, activate, try. Well, not gonna be able to do any of that. Not that we'd want to. Although we could try it probably. Snapfish we looked at. Games. Let's see what games this is. Wild Tangent Games. Okay, it's acting weird today. It did not do this last time. Of course, I'm on video, so of course it's gonna act up. Maybe because I pressed it so many times. Maybe it just doesn't want me to look at it. So Amazon again is a link to... Oh no, maybe this is a standalone app, but of course there's no internet, so we can't look at it. UCam... Cyberlink, UCam... You know, for the rest of this video, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take a look at this while it's laying down flat. So there's no particular reason I wanted to do it. I just wanted to look at it while laying flat. I think it's cool. So we'll allow it to use the location. Not like it's going to be able to get much up-to-date information. The only camera here is on the front, by the way, and it's not even working. So video, camera. So it's black. That's all that's working here. No items available. Yeah, so maybe there's a protector on top of it. I don't know. Well, that's weird. Mirror. It's not working. Okay, so let's look at the regular camera and we'll see if the regular camera will work. By the way, there is a plug on the bottom here. In case you wanted to use it in tablet mode, you can actually charge it instead of having to have it on the base that has the charger itself. So I'm assuming the battery is just in here, and this is just like a keyboard with USB controls. So the camera's not working. That's nice. Let's go back to the home thing here. Maps, food and drink. Of course, most of the stuff, even if we were connected to the internet, won't work. But yeah, let's see. Let's look at this. I couldn't read it because of the effect. This effect that you see on the camera on video is not what it looks like in person. So what is this? I'm so confused. Okay, so Paula moves. Okay, Sylvia moves. Sylvia, it is your... it won't let me close it, so I can't do anything. Okie dokie. This is the way Windows 8 was like designed to be used, so I thought with all the apps in here, most of them will open up in that full screen, so let's just take a look at it. Let's see, we looked at all this. Kindle, I don't think that'll do much. Getting started with Windows 8. This looks like an HP thing, so can't connect to the internet. Having trouble, call us. Well, we're not going to call them. Probably it'll be a good idea to close apps, but again, won't let me close it. Yeah, close application. There we go. UCAM get one load. Microsoft Office we did. Pinger. I'm assuming this is just the same thing we looked at before. Kindle didn't work again. Office. Let's look at Disney. I'm assuming this is just gonna give us the same error with the internet. Oh no, it's not. So switch to a Microsoft account on this PC. Cancel. So I'm assuming it's not gonna let us play anything. So let's start. I don't have the volumes on. I think I turned the volume off because I didn't know. Because there's videos. I didn't know if the videos would have sound or not. And it's probably a good idea not to have sound because, you know, we don't want to get copyrighted from Disney. And the SD card here, I was playing with the SD card. It has this little fake HP SD mini card in the bottom. A new fairy has arrived. It looks like the bottom of the screen is cut. Oh, no, wait. Yeah. I don't feel like playing the full game right now. We'll just skip through that. I don't know how to play that, so... The Weather Channel obviously is going to complain that there is no internet. Maybe I'll have to do a part 2 where we connect this thing up to the modern internet and see what exactly happens. But that'll be in a part 2 or just not at all. So let's see. Microsoft Solitaire Collection. So this is the same thing. They still have Microsoft Solitaire Collection on Windows 11 and 10 have pretty much the same version. So let's play Solitaire. I know how to play Solitaire. Of course, auto moves. So, there we go. Game over. Well, can't win them all. AOL on, AMC free, Air Raid Siren. All the apps you probably can't even get most of them now. I don't think the Microsoft Store is even open. I think they closed it. Microsoft Mahjong. They had Minesweeper up there a second before I opened Mahjong. I really miss the ones that used to be in Windows 7. So I like the download you can do. So we'll skip the tutorial. Oh, it's fish themed. Fish themed. Okay, I understand. So this one and this one? No, you can't do that one. This one and this one? No, you can't do that one. There we go. So it seems to be a running theme with all the games I choose that I just end up with no more matches or whatever. Same thing happened in Mahjong. I did play really well, and then it's a Wheel of Fortune. Let's see if this will work. Oh, there we go. I did something. Okay. Oh, wait. It's kind of working. Oh, there we go. All right. Wait. Yeah. It's working, but it's not. You got so many apps open on this thing. It's being weird now. Classic board games. Chess, checkers, backgammon. I haven't played checkers in a while, so let's go. I'm assuming I'm player 1. Or am I player... Oh, I'm player 2. Sorry, I'm thinking in terms of chess. Player 1. Okay, so I guess I'm playing myself. I don't know. Oh, player 1. Sorry. Player 1. Okay, now that's broken. That's fun. Yeah, player 1, player 2, player 1, player 2, player 1 is going. Player 1 doesn't want to go. Isn't that wonderful? Finger taps instruments. I don't know. I have so many applications, it's probably crashing. That's why. Or maybe not. Or maybe it is. Okie dokie. Translator. accept. Alright, let's enter a text. Is that enter text? I enter text. And so now we'll play it in Spanish. Or it won't because there's no internet. Isn't that wonderful? Welcome to Fresh Paint. You can do painting stuff here. So let's make a new one. We'll sketch with pencil, because I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I know what I can do. There we go. Hello. I'm not quite sure. This looks more like a paint than an actual pencil. What are you gonna do? Oh, it tells you what color it is. Isn't that fun? So we can, and I'm holding it down, so okay, that's interesting. And I can't close it because I can't close it in the Metro UI apps. Help and tips, obviously. Farmville. Yeah, not much else really. There's more games, but so that's interesting. So in the next video, which will be after this at some point, we're going to connect this thing up to the modern internet. We'll see, time change, and we'll see if it upgrades to Chrome, what happens. So that'll be next episode. We'll see you next time.